Okay, so yeah, let's get started. So yeah, like Joseph said, right? So we'll keep this like a Q&A. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to just like raise your hand and then jump in to ask more specific questions, because I think that's where the nitty gritty like things happen, right? So quick start, maybe an introduction from you, like who you are, how did your like journey started, and
Right.
okay, the slide went.
Okay, so my name is Tanawat. You can call me Poom as a nickname. Currently, I'm CEO and founder of Token Unlocks. So I was in other industry before doing oil and AI and got interested in crypto in like 2017. But however, the serious journey start actually here. So like I'm joining the first Bangkok Hackathon, same as you guys. Right. So like 2 years ago, and I'm excited like to see like I was there before on your seat, and then 2 years fast forwarding, and now building the products, and you can see where it started. So happy to see the new waves of builders, and hopefully fast forward for you guys can like have a success product and like be able to raise funds, spin off, and build what you want. Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, I want to kind of like talk a bit on how the token unlock started, because I think back then in this blockathon you were working on some other ideas, right? And then token unlock is not your idea after that. Like, there's like a few like other things that you have been exploring. Like what's the journey like? What have you like tried before arriving at?
Sure. So anyone know Token Unlocks? Have used it before? Thanks. Okay. So Token Unlock is kind of like the wasting schedule dashboard, so people can see when the tokens release it to the market, and they can see the structure data of each token better, so people can like do better judgment before that. So I'll introduce my product briefly. But how it got started, actually it started last year from another hackathon. So the first hackathon, I joined Bangkok Hackathon here, and then become a full Web3 builder since then. We built a lot of products, kill a lot of stuff along the way as well, until we kill one DeFi product, and me and my team want to keep momentum of the builders going. So I joined a DAO hackathon. So people, it's called Eat Global DAO Hack. It's where like people trying to build and improve DAO. So the product and idea is quite simple. So probably you guys heard of whale alerts, right? The whale alert that alerts when the Bitcoin is moved, Ethereum is moved. So back then DAO is quite challenging. It's like many experimental DAOs, no one really understand what each DAO do, and governance is so hard. So our simple idea is let's build whale alerts, but for DAOs. We simplify the treasury trackers, we simplify the governance trackings, and then push it to Twitters. Starting with that simple idea, we luckily won the E-Global DAO Hack, and that's really keep us moving, like shipping more product for the international folks. I'm building to the bears, and that idea keep us iterating, and found the problem that people not solving yet, which is the token unlocks problem. And that's why we just start token unlocks launching last July, which actually only 10 months. And then luckily we got here. So long story short, all the builder mindsets, like joining hackathon, talking to people, keep building and iterating fast, help us to successfully.
I see. Yeah, and I think like between that, you also worked on different ideas, which we probably won't mention. But yeah, like before arriving at Token Unlocks, I think there was like a couple more ideas that you work on as well. And just to mention a bit, this DAO Serve, we got a prize from East Global, and it's a finalist prize, right? And that's like out of, I don't know, 150 maybe.
Like 10 out
teams?
of 200.
Yeah, 200 teams, right? So this, you are one of the top 10 finalists there. So that was pretty impressive. But what can you maybe explain a bit more? So what happened? Like after this prize, 10 out of like 200, you know, Eat Global, big competition.
Sure.
Yeah.
So for after we win, it's bigger than we thought, right? Even we start small, and our team believed that we got the right people to solve this particular problem. What we want to do is we want to help solving the data in crypto to be more accessible and simple, so people can use it in multiple ways. However, after the hackathon winning, we keep building, but it still fail. Like we built the actual whale alert for Twitters, but it's struggling a bit. We built like UST trackers when the Terra is crashing. We got a lot of like tractions back then, but no one like following the products and whatnot. But it's the mindset of like trying to find the right spot of the ideas and know when to kill it, right? So the question is like,
for DAO Serve, when was it? Like what made you
How
decide?
long has it been live? Alive?
Around like 2 or 3 months before we found token unlocks, right? So we pushed the Twitter account of the whale alert for DAOs for like 2 or 3 months until like, okay, I think there's more exciting idea and problem they want to solve. So we moved to token unlocks, and that's how it stood out.
I see. Cool. So maybe open to any questions.
Yeah, if anyone have any questions, feel free to just shoot. All right.
So I think at the end of the like this blockathon, obviously we're gonna have winners. We're gonna have like bounty winners, right? You'll be in the same stage as Poom, I guess, like 2 years ago.
Yeah, just imagine yourself and, what if you get the 10,000 USD today? What are you going to do with it?
I would like to ask the business model of token unlocks. Like, how do you guys make money? Because like, I don't see any like subscription or like any ads on those side.
Good question. Right now, we're trying to figure out the right model for the user as well. Currently, it's totally free, but we try to find like a subscription model, ads model, and hopefully, like in the next 1 or 2 months, we will try to monetize it.
Would you sell it?
Sell what? Sorry.
Sell token unlock.
No, not yet. The company. We still believe that our team, right team to solve the problem. So like we want to keep it building for a longer term. Yeah.
Do you okay? I think a token unlock is a good product, but like, would you expand this product? Okay. When you can track the wallet that release the token, right? Do you want to go further? You want to know like what the co-founder of that project doing with that token? Are you going to do that, or did you just like calculate the token numbers?
That's a good question. It's like when you have some core product, there are a lot of ideas and demanding for the user requesting the features, right? But you have to like understand the market a bit. Like, are you already winning the area that you want to build first? For example, we want to focus on unlocks first until like we understand and structure it in the best way before we move to other things. So we maybe get there, but the key is like with small team, we need sharp focus, build that problem the best in the market before looking into other opportunity. So to answer your question, it's in the backlog, but we will focus on the unlocks for now.
So let's say you move your product away from unlocks. Will you change your name?
I haven't thought. Token relocked.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe touch on like actually maybe really. Another question.
Happy to. Yeah.
So it's as you have heard, you have been through a lot of rise and fall, and I know it. You need a spiritual strength in the heart to do that. Do you have a rule of thumb for all of us, like when to stop and what is it, like basic criteria, or how do you know that this is the time you start to consider to stop?
That's a good question. So I actually prepare for that answer as well. So the question is like how to kill the idea or how to stop, right? So I would say that it's two main things that I keep using. So comparing what you did so far versus with the opportunity cost. By meaning that what you did so far is like okay, when you have a cool idea, mostly it will be yourself and your team that excited, right? So see, okay, build the first prototype and see if other people excited with you, like the user, the other founders, the colleagues. Try to like explain the idea. If you feel that, okay, they have more idea to give you, you know more step to do, right? And when it's get done more and more, you will find that, okay, the next step might get longer to do because like, okay, people still not using it. Why? Do I need to build more product, launch more features, do more marketing, or hiring more? The step will get longer, right? Because like you take all the easier step. That is what you do so far. And then you start feeling that if the step take longer to do, you need to compare with opportunity cost. If your internal circles like excited but still losing confidence, maybe it's starting yourself, are you still excited with this one? Or are there any opportunity costs that you excited more? That's the gut feeling moment that you should compare and then decide it. So see what you did so far by talking with a lot of people and then comparing the opportunity costs.
What cloud platform did you build your solution on?
Cloud, right? Google Cloud, yeah.
Oh,
GCP.
Google?
Yeah.
GCP?
Yeah, right.
Hey, hello. Really thanks for the sharing and really inspiring story. I just have a question that that our ideas are facing as well. So because I Googled right token unlock schedule, and I realized there's a lot of competitor available. And even if you come out with a unique product, it's not easy for a competitor to copy the exact same things that you are doing. So how do you like going to defend the business and how to acquire users that are loyal to your business? If not, people can always undercut you with the exact same service, right?
Sure. So a good one is to have a good mixtures between your team. Not only the technical and product, we should have like a business and marketing mind to like blend the ideas, right? Actually, the first versions of Token Unlocks called DAO West, and its color is blue. And our team was okay, because like the hackathon there was DAO Surf, right? And we building it and this product need a little kick on the business side. So as well, same as I talked before, you must identify the step you need, iterations to talk to users. So if people don't understand DAO West, should we change the name? Should we change the marketing? Have we do other things apart from the product and features? There's a lot of things that you can improve, like the message, the problem you solve is big enough or not, communication is clear or not. So for Token Unlocks, we changed the name to be better, right? People understand Token Unlocks better than DAO West. Vesting, what is vesting, right? And then that's color selections, branding selections help us grow as well. So to answer your question about the competitions, actually you should be aware of yourself, like are you doing better in multiple areas comparing to competitors? But I would suggest that competition is not the thing that you should focus. You should focus on like building the best product for the user, like your own user, right? Talking to them a lot, improve how they feel, get the feedback, and then iterate.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and actually touch on that a bit. I think when Token Unlocks get into this market, there were like maybe 2 other players that are already in the space, right? There's like Unlocks Calendar or something.
Right, there was Unlock Calendar and West Lab.
Right. And why did you decide to just jump into the space, knowing that there are already other competitors?
I think the team believes that we can do better jobs on like building the best product, building better solution to the problems. I believe that idea is not that hard to think. Like we consume same knowledge, right? But the difference is like how you execute and solve it better than anyone is more important. So we have like a better team, I believe. Like we have data scientists, blockchain engineer, a researcher, developers that can solve this problem better than other people. Yeah.
I think one example would be like, well, there are other examples for sure, but I think Ethereum Shanghai Unlock is one of the the thing that proves that token unlocks can do differently, right? Because like getting into actually Ethereum withdrawals, knowing all the what validators got, initiating withdrawals and all that, and predicting actually like showing what's going to be unlocked. That takes like I don't know a month to do.
Almost 2 months to build
Almost
this.
2 months to build.
to build
right?
one features. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think this is kind of the edge that like even you have a you have data scientists, you have like smart contract engineers in your team. It takes a month to build this, and given like other companies, other competitors in the market, do they have the same team? And if they are going to tackle something like this, would they be able to do the same or do better than us? And I think the answer is no. For all the features that are built, so that's like I think that's one of the competitive edge.
Right. And one thing is you can the thing that surprised me with this journey is like you don't need a lot of people to make big impact, right? Small team can deliver great thing as well, as long as you focus on the things that really defocus on one thing and do it better than anyone. Like don't try to chase competitors, just focus on your things.
Actually, oh sorry. Yeah. So I didn't mention some of like the why should we like why are you like speaking here, right? So I think basically two parts. One is that you already received like pre-seed investment, well from SCB10X, but we are pretty known for being pretty hard to fundraise from. But the second point is also that if you look at the kind of like traction from token unlocks comparing to other bigger data analytics, you are actually also fast growing, like and running above in many ways in terms of monthly active users and so on. We can't give out the numbers here, but you're actually catching up with others.
Right. Sorry, what the question is?
No, it's not actually a question. It's just like telling everyone why should they listen to you. I forgot to mention in the beginning.
So we are very high growth user base. Like the first month is like 20K visitor page view. The second month is like 100K, like jump 5x from 2 months. And then all-time high is like 700K visitor on the website. Yeah. Sorry, question.
Quick question on your multiple rounds of pivotings. Have you been losing co-founders at some point? Yeah.
No, I'm the sole founders. Yeah, but the team is like a founding members that keep building since like the hackathon.
So they haven't changed?
Haven't changed, but more people joining.
Oh, wow, impressive.
Right. Quick suggestion is like celebrate small winnings, and then like you feel like compelling to build together for a longer time. Right.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe touching on the you mentioned about like paying users a bit. Actually, I think like when you fundraise, right, or even build the product, there's always this question of like paid users or not. But I remember you had other validations, right? What kind of like validations you had that made you sure that this can actually like go forward?
Right. The external validation is strangers and other people that you don't know start mentioning your product. So that's why, okay, this is the things that we want to focus. Back then, like I said before, we iterate and get feedback from the user, and then it's getting nowhere, right? And then for token unlocks, we got like confirmation by like influencers, someone that we haven't talked to before, and it get bigger and bigger. The proudest moment, I'm not sure anyone have watched YouTuber called Koibiro. Yeah. Koibiro, right? I was a fan of Koibiro back then in 2021, right? I watched a lot of YouTube learning about tokenomics and tokens. And then the goosebump moment is like when he mentioned our products. That's one of the best moments, like building this. That's the confirmation, like I'm so happy to have him mention us.
And I remember like you mentioned like you have like DMs reaching out from bigger companies,
right.
asking if you can provide something and they will pay for it.
Right. Like the big data firm reaching us out, hey, do you provide data? Do you sell data and whatnot? And then, okay, this is the problem that, okay, let's go full time, and then start to raise fund with 10x within the incubations, and then luckily we get out. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think the point is that you might have like paying users from the start, but I think like these kind of signals, there are other like very strong signals that you can also use to kind of like prove yourself, prove the team, and also if you need fundraising or whatever, then there's also like these kind of validations that you can use as well.
Right. Recommendation is like when the part is clear, what's the next step and what you want the money for, the problems, and the visions that you want to build. If that is clear, that's the right time to like raise fund. And then 10x also share the same vision with our products that been supportive since the start as well. Yeah.
Okay. So we have like 5 to 10.
5 to 10 more minutes.
Okay.
With Kun Poom Tanawat.
I'll have so maybe one last question for me before like if you guys have any more questions. If you could go back in time when you started off the, let's say, like token unlocks, is there anything that you would do differently or anything you would do the same?
I think what I would do differently is talk more with strangers, like beware to reach out. Like people is more kind than you think, and that's one thing, because like I'm only talking with the network that I know. If I'm able to talk with other people, like for example, like I met like Kelvin, the network that experience we have, like Impossible Finance team.
You should talk to Calvin.
Yeah, talk to Kelvin. And other people that have different perspective and background that really help you think more broad. That's one thing. Second thing is maybe just launch faster than you think. Don't scare of it. You're gonna fail along the way. But launch fast, get the feedback, and iterate. Because if you keep perfecting the craft, sometimes the market is already gone, right? Other than that, I think I'll probably do everything the same. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Thanks so much. Yeah. Any maybe 1-2 questions from the audience?
Yes.
Yeah, are you going to make some impact prediction, some price prediction? You have the data about okay when the unlock will happen, so how many things are going on the market. Then the next question is that we will link to pay. Is that should I sell now or not?
Yes, it's gonna launch next month. We're gonna do the
Impact
unlocks,
assessment.
yeah, impact unlocks analysis, and there will be pay subscription for the content and insight. The product will be free, but the insight will be paid. Yeah.
Right on that question. Oh, do you profile the VCs that are doing the vesting? So that do you profile the VCs that are involved in the unlocking?
What do you mean profile? Sorry,
Your
Who-
names of like
Who would unlock that?
80 million. How much of it is like?
only
FTX?
the categories, but not the wallet level yet. Some projects we can do, but some cannot.
Right.
It depends on how they do. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, it's like
Okay. So I'm always on the business side of things. Apart from the product, I guess that everyone here is building a product, but when you finish token unlocks, building like the beta of it, how do you do the marketing? How do you get this product out there to get people to know,
Right.
even though there are like a lot of competitors in the market?
Right. That's a good question. So suggestion is like try to describe your perfect customer, the one that will say yes to the product, and try to think where they are, right? For example, I think for us, token unlocks, identify would be okay, people who wanna invest in token and understand it deeply, right? Love data analytics. So we identify that and then try to use the product and ask them directly. Like the influencer that already interested in tokenomics, right? Reach them out and talk to them.
Reach
And
out.
Reached out. And then they are the network effect of like, okay, they love that and they will gonna just spread the words. Yeah.
Cool.
What's the success rate? Like how many people you reach out and how many you get in return?
Actually more than like 90% they're happy to
Ooh.
help, right? Like, people are nicer than you think, like the strangers.
Yeah, because a lot of times we are afraid to reach out.
Right.
Yeah, and I think in the Web3 crypto space, it's like everyone is on Telegram, on chat application like all the time in the community as well. So feel free to reach out to Token Unlocks.
Right. Yeah, happy to like give a feedback for your product as well. Start for me is easiest, and but don't reach out as a scammer, you know. Try not to sell anything, but just be nice with people, right? And say, hey, I built this. I think you might like it. Do you have time to talk? That's a good start. Like be yourself, and don't trying to sell anything.
Yeah,
or
don't look
people.
like a scammer.
Right.
Okay, cool. I think so. That comes to an end. Maybe any final advice or any thing you want to?
Sure. So this event, like you guys forgot on building, right? But I think making friends as well. Talk to a lot of founder because like this will be more valuable. Like meeting a lot of founder people with different experience. You can make like the feedback that I said. Maybe you can pivot along the way, and also like last but not least, have fun. Right?
Okay. Thank you so much, Poom.
All right, thank you so much. Okay, P.O. Stay here.